My brother calls me in distress, looking for another breath. Say I've only got one left in the pack. Says I'm calling from a bloody bed. Don't worry, I think that's all of it. And death enters. There are these moments where I'm writing music, or I'm playing a show, or I'm listening to music where everything is exactly right for a moment, and everything has just fallen into place, and we are in perfect alignment. It's fleeting, but those are my favorite moments in art. When I'm connecting to the music that I'm playing, that's the feeling, and I got to learn that feeling through fiddle tunes. My name's Ella, I live in Toronto, use they, them pronouns, singer-songwriter. I have a project called Sister Ray. I'm from Alberta, like half an hour outside of Edmonton, and I grew up in a little, like a community with a bunch of my family on script land. Script land is land that Indigenous people, a lot of Métis people got when they left their band or were removed from their band. You could basically trade your Indian status for land and for the right to vote, but you would lose your Indian status. Some people chose to do that. Some people, their band was already dissolving, or the government would heavily kind of lean on them to make that decision to leave their band. So my family left and has lived on script land for 5 generations now. And that's it. I mostly heard my papa playing fiddle when I was younger because he was around a lot. My family gathered a lot. My family loves traditional dance a lot. We'd two-step a lot and waltz and stuff too. My dad wore steel-toe boots for work, and I would stand on his steel toes, and that was how I learned how to dance and stuff, was standing on his feet when I was little. Yeah, very cute. Let's go, Coyes family group chat. Just lots of baby pictures, which I appreciate. There he is. Fiddle tunes in particular was the first music I was like, oh, I think I understand a part of myself that I didn't know existed. Métis music was the first time I kind of felt access to a freedom that I get to feel now when I play music, but I felt it when I would hear it and when I would dance to it, seeing the way that my family interacted with it. I kind of heard almost lore about my elders and about what their life was like and about the things that my dad grew up with and saw when he was growing up that I didn't have access to. The music felt like that access point between myself and other generations in my family and outside of my family. This is great, guys. Thank you. My heart is full. Makes me want to drink brandy, though. Dangerous. Oh, yeah. For me, the biggest connection between the music that I grew up with and the music I play now is storytelling. I don't necessarily feel like I'm all the way in the folk genre anymore, but I feel like I write songs in a tradition of storytelling. I think I hope to be moving in a direction that's a little bit post-genre. I still feel like a folk musician in a lot of ways, but I do think genre carries barriers with it that I would like to at least attempt to feel free of. But that's better.
Yeah, just want to make sure there's no feedback.
You can break me once you build me. When I was 12, I cut my hair off for the first time, and I'd walk around and I was like a little tomboy. And one of my first moments of gender euphoria, I remember like turning totally red, was I was in a grocery store with my mom, and a little kid said to their mom, "Is that a girl or a boy?" And I was like, at first I thought they scared me. I feel very content that I get to have the language for it, and there's like true, full joy to feel represented in the way that I feel is the most authentic. Authenticity and freedom feel so close to each other. They favor each other. I wrote Good News while I was making that record. I had moved across the country at that point, and I was watching someone in my family, one person in particular, really struggle through issues I'd seen a lot of my family struggle with. It really reminded me of a feeling I had when I was a kid, which was actually a lot of shame about being Métis, and like I'm white, I'm light-skinned, and so I get to go through my life and most people not knowing I'm Indigenous. And I spent a lot of time when I was younger kind of flip-flopping between being really proud and being really ashamed. And I started feeling kind of the inklings of that shame again as an adult, and also this huge frustration that I watch so many of my relations deal with so many of the same issues. In my day-to-day life, it can take a long time for me to want to share, but sharing it through the music, there is this sense of feeling almost kind of infinitely understood. Music feels like the most true format for me to make sense of things that maybe should be secrets, but they escape the realm of secret for me and live in songs. My brother calls me in distress, looking for another breath. Say I've only got one left in the pack. Says I'm calling from a bloody bed. Don't worry, I think that's all of it. And death enters. Head back to the house where he said it all went down. Lights are on the ground now. But to tell you the truth out loud, I didn't have the heart to hear the sounds. Death was all around. We don't live there now, we reminisce about the sweet smells, all the ones we tucked in the breast of our blouse. Like
Deep snow in December, first cigarette of summer, Bannock in the oven. But can you imagine a crowd? Would you imagine a crowd around you now? Front of all of the people. My cousins call out in the winter what I wish I could give them, but there's no pedigree when we're half-breeds. Have you at least heard the good news? They said we will save you. Death meanders around the room. I have this dream, I can't feel anything. I guess it's more a fantasy. But can you imagine a crowd? Would you imagine a crowd around you now? Front of all of the people. In front of all of the people. In front of all of the